Many East Berliners want to leave for West Berlin, which promises greater freedom. Filing an emigration application is the official route, but applicants never know when or if it will be granted. Author Bernd Wagner experiences life in this holding pattern. It felt as if the city just kept getting emptier, like its life was evaporating. It was getting uglier and more spiritless every day. It was quite unbearable, having to live like that. Prenzlauer Berg's crumbling buildings attract artists and dissidents. Bernd Wagner is one of them. He and two friends are the publishers behind an underground magazine, Mikado. It was the strangest feeling. There was always a party to go to, because this or that person had just had their application granted. But then, it was also an incredibly serious step to take. You had to leave your life and all the people in it behind. Not everyone who is allowed out finds happiness in the West. Some decide to go back. Crushed hopes, fragmented lives, no sense of home. The GDR propaganda machine reports on people returning from the West. They're still foreigners, even though they're German. We soon knew we didn't belong there. One socialist paper lists more than 20,000 ex-GDR citizens who, it says, want nothing better than to return home. But many of these lost children of the East have no idea what the paper is talking about. God, no, I'd rather die than go back. In fact, the number of returnees is relatively small. Most people who leave do so for good. Bernd Wagner is among them. We got a taxi to the Friedrichstraße border crossing. The driver had probably taken lots of people on this route already. When we got out, he said, "Don't think the rest of us are idiots for staying." That really hurt. It was like he had turned us into foreigners in our own country. Like a wall had gone up between those who stayed and those who left.
Noch im eigenen Land schon zu Fremden erklärt hatte. Also schon eine Mauer zwischen den Hierbleibenden und zwischen dem Weggehen aufgemacht hat.
At first, Bernd feels out of place in the West, but that changes when he moves to Kreuzberg. It was mainly because Kreuzberg was so close to the wall. This was where East and West really met. Lots of East Germans ended up staying here, because they could get by living in a similar way to how they had done back in Prenzlauer Berg.
Weil sie sich auf eine ähnliche Weise wie früher durch den Prenzlauer Berg jetzt in Kreuzberg durchschlagen konnten.